Okay, I see a few folks popping in, so we will get this started. Welcome to the virtual college exploration for Pennsylvania students, sponsored by the Pennsylvania Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. PACAC is a nonprofit association comprised of more than 1,200 school counselors, college admission counselors, independent education consultants, and other professionals responsible for guiding students through the important transition from high school to post-secondary options. Thank you for joining us today. A few housekeeping items before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so panelists cannot see you or hear you. And this is one of many sessions happening through this virtual college exploration. For a list of all of the ones that are available, you can go to pacac.org, that's PACAC.org. And right now, I would like to turn this over to our presenter, Sarah Sarator from the University of the Arts in Philadelphia.
Thank you. I'm going to share my screen for everyone. And you can see that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So my name is Sarah Sarator, and I am an undergraduate admissions counselor here at the University of the Arts. I do work primarily with students from the city of Philadelphia. This is my face as well as my contact information, which is more important. You can email me directly if you have any questions after this presentation, and you can write that down, or I can also share it again at the end. So as you begin to think about your future, one of the lies the world will tell you is that you can't make it in the arts. But I like to point out that the arts culture is a $3.3 billion industry in the Philadelphia area alone. And if you look at the United States as a whole, it is a $764 billion industry. If you look around your room, maybe you're out and about somewhere, or even when you're in school, everything has been designed by someone. Some things were probably even handcrafted. So the arts are influence all kinds of different fields, and the arts have always been important. And right now, the world needs artists more than ever. For those of you who aren't familiar with UArts, we are an arts-focused university with over 30 different majors, 29 minors, and 13 grad programs located right in the heart of Center City, Philadelphia. Our programs span across the visual, performing, and liberal arts. We have creative writing, we have dance, we have music, we have theater, we have illustration, animation, graphic design, and the list goes on and on. You can see our different areas of study are listed right here as well. As far as our minors, like I mentioned, we do have 29 different minors. I do like to point out these two on this bottom corner are art education and music education minors. You complete those minors alongside your BFA undergraduate degree. And then after you graduate, you can come back a 5th year to earn your Master's of Arts in Teaching, or your MAT. During that 5th year, you'll do your student teaching, you'll complete your practicum, and then you'll be ready to take that test to become a certified art education or music educator. So you are getting to do that in 5 years as opposed to the normal 6, where you might apply for your undergrad, graduate, apply to grad school, and go back for 2 years. So you are getting that in 5 years. If you want to take a more in-depth look at any of our programs, feel free to check out uarts.edu/programs. There you will find our curriculum. You'll be able to find our faculty and alumni spotlights, as well as current student work. So it's a great way for you to compare different programs if you're not sure, and just to kind of see what UArts is producing. So I really like to start off by telling you a little bit about some of our alumni. I feel as though alumni stories are very relatable. This here on the left is Gianna. She came from a small town in New Jersey. And on the right is Udi, who came from the big city of Los Angeles, California. Gianna was passionate about photography while Udi had a love for dance. However, they both chose UArts as the place to hone their skills. In 2013, Gianna received her BFA in photography from UArts and went on to work as a photographer from Urban Outfitters. Now she's worked her way up to being the art director for the women's department at Urban, which, for those of you who don't know, Urban Outfitters is headquartered right in the Navy Yard in Philadelphia. Udi graduated from our School of Dance in 2016, and within a few years has already danced with, as you can see in this photo, Beyonce, and has been featured in many of her music videos. So from finding a passion to studying intensely at UArts to then landing jobs in their field shortly after graduation, both of these alumni followed pretty defined paths and are continuing to grow as professional artists. However, your journey does not always have to be that straightforward. So take Amberella, for example. She also received her BFA in photography from UArts, but she used her elective credits as an opportunity to experiment. She took a class that she thought sounded interesting. In that class, she learned how to wheat paste and she fell in love with the medium. She is now a prominent street artist whose work can be found across Philadelphia as well as the West Coast. She's also created works for companies that you might be familiar with, like Doc Martens and Live Nation. And since creativity is an employable skill, we love talking about this alumni. This is Frank Hartman. He studied sculpture at University of the Arts, and it is very clear that the arts can influence any kind of field. He took those skills and he applied them totally different direction, working for NASA. In this photo is the Mars rover, and he does actually help to drive the Mars rover. These are just a few stories of our alumni who are making an impact all over the world. Some are fine artists that are working in museums. Others are performers that are touring internationally. And many of them work for companies like these. You can see we have Apple, CBS, HBO. We have alumni working for Facebook, Instagram as well, and Urban Outfitters and Vogue. If you want to check out more alumni stories, you can go to uarts.edu/alum. If you're also checking out the programs pages and you want to see an alumni specifically tied to the program you're interested in, you'll be able to access them there. So when your passion is in the arts, you can be whatever you want to be, and you should be. We pride ourselves on our cross-registration and collaboration. So the second someone puts you in a box at UArts, we feel as though that stifles your creativity, and your creativity is what matters most. We allow you to study across different disciplines. Maybe you come in interested in dance, but you'd also like to paint. You can do that. You may be a graphic designer that wants to take a music class. You can do that as well. You may be a fine artist that would like to take a dance class for non-majors, or maybe an acting class. You can do that at UArts. You don't have to be X, Y, or Z. You can be all three and more if you want to, and that's really what makes UArts different. Our students are also always collaborating with one another. So for example, you may have photography students that need models, and we have School of Dance and School of Theater that need headshots. You have our film students that might need a score for their film, and we have a music composition major that would do that. We have vocal performance majors that could do voiceovers for our animation students, and the list really goes on and on. So when you leave UArts, not only have you spent time honing in on your own skills, but you've also been building your network with other artists within your field and outside of your field, and you've had that experience collaborating. We also offer professional experiences for you to take advantage of, like internships with notable companies. Though internships are not mandatory for performers, there are still opportunities for you to pursue one, and we are happy to help get you there. Our internship program is required for every visual artist. They must spend at least one semester completing an internship, and our career services office is there to help you find the right fit. They have all of the information of where we've done previous internships. And we have alumni that love to tap on our school to see what students we might be able to lend them as well. Studying away is another great way for you to gain that real world experience and continue to expand your art practice. We have short travel courses and group trips around the globe. So for example, you may spend a month in the summer or a few weeks over winter break somewhere else. Our photography students often go to Italy over winter break. We've had our dancers go to London and Israel. Our theater students have gone to Prague. We've also had students visit Portugal and Japan. But we do offer a few study away opportunities here in the United States. So for our screenwriting program, you do spend 6 weeks if you would like to study away in LA. LA has a big film industry and you kind of get to see the best of both worlds here on the East Coast as well as the West Coast. However, you do not have to go far to have a great experience. Like I said, we're located in Center City, Philadelphia. Philadelphia is an art-centric city full of opportunities. There are tons of performance spaces, museums, parks, restaurants, and really Center City is the place to be. We are in the heart of it. We are located on the Avenue of the Arts on Broad Street. We are nestled between the Academy of Music, the Merriam Theater, the Wilma Theater, the Susan Roberts Theater. The first Friday of every month, all of the art galleries in the city open their doors free to the public to walk in and out of as well. And we are located right in the heart of it. Our inclusive community also offers a variety of on-campus clubs and organizations and events open to all of our majors. We have performances for our dance and theater students that happen all throughout both semesters. You might be interested in joining an advocacy club, a cultural club, or a political club. We also have fun open mic nights and poetry slams that are very popular amongst our students. There are nearly almost over 300,000 college students in the Philadelphia area. And we have programs and partnerships that give you an opportunity to get involved in the city. For example, Ladies of Service can help you give back to the community. And the Mural Arts program is the nation's largest public art program, which has produced over 3,600 murals in Philadelphia. And we are a part of that. And our 4 apartment style residence halls make it easy to find things to do on campus and around the city. Like I said, they are apartment style residence halls. We do have 4 of them. They have private bathrooms, so you're not sharing a communal bathroom. Some have full kitchens, some have kitchenettes, and some have a communal kitchen space. Some are studio apartments, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. It depends on the building, but no 2 rooms are alike. They all have beautiful windows and views of Center City, Philadelphia as well. So it is a very unique living situation. We also have 3 on-campus dining halls. We have an all day, we have a late night, and we have a grab and go all on our campus. But Philadelphia is a huge foodie city. There is a huge Philly food scene. And if you want a certain kind of food, you name it, you could probably find it in Philly. There are coffee shops every few blocks on our campus. There are great bites to eat all around, ranging from famed cheesesteaks to the best ramen in Chinatown. We are a short walk to Chinatown as well as Reading Terminal Market. So you're never going to be hungry and you will never be bored in Center City, Philadelphia. Right now, our campus is closed and our students are learning virtually. However, I would like to invite you to check out our virtual tour. You can find that at uarts.edu/visit. The virtual tour is great. It is interactive. You can see into our residence halls. You can walk down Broad Street. You can see into our classrooms as well. So it's kind of a great way for you to get an inside look at our campus without being able to visit right now. You can also get a feel for life at UArts by participating in any of our pre-college programs. We offer Saturday school classes for our 9th to 12th graders, as well as a summer institute. Our Saturday school classes usually run a session in the fall as well as in the spring. Our spring session will begin in February. And the Saturday school is 8 weeks, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. Great way for you to kind of get the vibe of what UArts is and take some classes, maybe even build your portfolio. And then our summer institute happens over the summer. You get to move in and live in our dorms and go to classes every day in the same facilities being taught by the faculty that you would be exposed to at University of the Arts. So it is a really great way to see if UArts is the right fit for you. And education in the arts is just the beginning of your journey, and we really want to help you get there. Our admissions team, the financial aid office, the professors in the classroom, and everyone else is here to help you stay creative and explore your path. We are all artists and we are all great resources for you, and we are all there for your creativity. And because we want you to be able to achieve your dreams, we do pay special attention to scholarships and aid. Over 80% of our students are eligible for some kind of financial aid. We recommend that all of our students file their FAFSA, which is currently open. Every year, UArts offers around $29 million in scholarships and grants, as well as $1 million in on-campus work study opportunities each year. We do also offer a merit-based scholarship. Once you apply, you are automatically considered for that merit-based scholarship. And if you are accepted, it will be written out for you right there in your acceptance letter. You do not have to submit any additional information for that merit-based scholarship. If you also apply or take that time to find any outside scholarships or third-party scholarships, we will take those in addition to anything that we have awarded you. So we will continue to stack them. Just to kind of go over the application materials as well, there are two major notes that I like to point out. The first is that University of the Arts is not on the Common App. You do have to apply to UArts directly through our website. If you go to uarts.edu/apply now, in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the apply button. Along with that, you will submit a 250-word writing sample. It can be something that you've already written, or you can answer one of our prompts. If you have written an artistic statement or an essay for the Common App, you are more than welcome to submit that to UArts as well. The next step will be to submit your high school transcripts. We do ask that they are sent electronically and directly from your high school to University of the Arts. Then your last requirement is your creative requirement. That may be a portfolio, an audition, or an interview, depending on the program that you're interested in. If you are a visual artist, we are looking for a portfolio that consists of 15 to 20 pieces of original artwork in at least 2 different mediums. You can schedule a one-on-one portfolio review via Zoom through our admissions office, or you submit via Slide Room. If you are one of our performing artists, you will have to audition for University of the Arts. Right now, living in the virtual world, all of our auditions are being held virtually. All of those guidelines are written out on our website as well, and I'm more than happy to answer any more specific questions regarding the audition process at the end. So just to recap the 4 easy steps, it's your application, your writing sample, your transcripts, and then your creative requirement. At University of the Arts, we do not have a minimum GPA, and we are test optional. We have always been test optional. If you want to submit your tests, you are more than welcome to, but they are not required. You can find all of that information and everything that you need to know in order to apply at uarts.edu/admissions. If you happen to lose my email address or you did not write it down from the beginning, you are more than welcome to email admissions@uarts.edu as well. They will be able to help answer your questions or point you back to your counselor. I always like to tell everyone to be sure to check us out on Instagram at University of the Arts. #UArtist is a celebration of the boundless creativity of the UArts community. Students, faculty, staff, and alumni are all welcome to share their work with us via Instagram by including #UArtists. If you have some time, you should definitely check it out. Just to kind of wrap things up before I do open it up for any questions that we might have, I do like to just show some of our current student work. You can see in these slides, both visual and performing arts are showcased. Also, since moving into the virtual world, a lot of our gallery showings that may have happened come March or in the springtime were switched to online. So right now we have so much student artwork available on our website for you to check out and look at. And it is a great way to get a good sense of what students at UArts are producing. On this slide in the upper right-hand corner, I love pointing out our underground pool. So this is a book that's produced every year that is a collaboration between our creative writing students and our illustration students. They work together to illustrate the short stories and the poems, and then we produce this book every year. There is a PDF copy on our website as well for you to check out if you are interested. So I am going to open it up for some questions. See if we have any questions in the Q&A. I am more than happy to answer any specific questions that you might have regarding the audition process, being that it is virtual right now. In a non-virtual world, we would hold on-campus in-person auditions for our students, but we are asking for students to pre-record their requirements and submit them via Get Accepted, and then to attend one of our virtual audition days where you kind of get to go over what you've submitted with a faculty member, maybe talk to current students as well as other students that are interested in the same program as you. So just some information about that. Does anyone have any questions? I don't see any at the moment. So just to kind of talk about a few questions that I am asked pretty frequently. Like I said, we do have internship opportunities available for our students. Our performing arts students are not required to complete them, but we do often have performing arts students that may participate in internships over the summer or during winter break. One of the great things about Philadelphia and where we are located is that we are a very easily accessible city. So if you wanted to spend some time in New York or spend some time in the DC, Baltimore area, you can do that very easily. You just walk a few blocks up from campus and you hop on a train and you can be in those other major cities within about 2 hours. So it is really great that you have access to those other areas, but still living in Philadelphia. A lot of my students also ask about your first year and if you are able to commute or if you have to live on campus. We do have a very large commuter population. You are not required to live on campus your freshman year if you do not want to. Since we are located in Center City, a lot of our students that are from Philadelphia will commute. A lot of our students, maybe even from the New Jersey suburbs, as well as outside of Philadelphia and PA suburbs, just take the train into the city to take their classes as well. So if you are weary or interested in commuting, we do have a large commuter population, so you would not be alone. We have students that live on campus all 4 years. We have students that might split their time, 2 years on campus, make some friends, and then move off campus into the immediate area. Like I said, Philadelphia is such a college town and has so many college kids that there are plenty of affordable places for you to live off campus.
Okay, well, I guess if there are no questions popping up, is there anything else you want to share with us, Sarah, before we?
Yeah, I think that that has really covered everything. I encourage anybody that if you do have any questions to reach out to me directly via email. You can find my email address right on our website. You can also find your counselor right on our website too, if you want to reach out to anyone specifically, and you're more than welcome to, or you can send an email to the admissions email address as well.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. When you close the window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We would appreciate any feedback you can provide. And a reminder that this is just one of many sessions being hosted by PACAC and StriveScan, and that all of the sessions are recorded. So if you heard something today that was really interesting and you forget about it later on and you want to try and, your notes aren't helping you, you can go to pacac.org, that's PACAC.org, and find a list of other upcoming webinars as well as recordings of everything that has taken place so far. So thank you again, Sarah. That was great, and have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.